Welcome to Amateur Makeup Girl, and I'm going to start off by showing you that I did hydrate under my eyes with that e.l.f. product. I'm just doing the preliminary steps before I start this eyeshadow look. I do apologize that I didn't actually show it in the camera, which is why I inserted the picture, so hopefully you were able to see that. I just kind of go underneath my eye with that e.l.f. eye stuff. I can't think of the name of it right now. And then I just kind of automatically go in with my NYC plumper lip gloss just to moisturize my lips while I get ready to do the eye look. I take this e.l.f. dual-ended eyebrow brush and kind of sweep it through my eyebrows. I don't really have really bad eyebrows, but I do like to kind of shape them a little bit and give them a little more definition, especially on the tail end where it's kind of lightweight. So I take a little bit of that Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in, I think I have dark brown. And I use the other end of that e.l.f. brush and kind of start to trace and outline my eyebrow. I kind of follow the natural traces already there. I don't really add too much of definition. I just give it a little bit to kind of finish the look because, you know, like I said, my tail needs a lot of work. And I think I only show you this one eye. I was trying to keep this video as short as possible because I haven't really truly filmed one. Well, I have, but I've been I've just been not successful at getting it uploaded to YouTube. So that's why I'm just kind of trying to get the major steps done. And I take a little of that lighter concealer that's in that NYX Conceal Contour Palette that you can get at Ulta. And I just kind of take a thin brush. This one is from e.l.f. as well, to kind of outline my eyebrow shape that I've created with the dip pomade. And I do take a little bit of that on top of my eyebrows to further define and shape them. Yes, it's light, and I know people are not into this highlighted eyebrow look anymore, but by the time I finish with foundation and everything, you won't really be able to tell that I even did this. This is just to kind of give it the shape that I like to see. Make sure and clean it up a little bit. Make sure it all looks kind of the same, even though my eyebrows are uneven. But that's okay. I'm kind of okay with that. To me, it gives it more of a natural look. And I take a random brush. I don't know what this brush is, and I really only use it for this purpose of kind of like going in and blending that foundation. That NYX concealer into my skin, and kind of make sure that it's blended well before we start the eyeshadow look. And like I said, by the time you put your foundation on and stuff, you will not be able to see that little highlighted look at the top. So I do take a little bit of brown. You can find the brown that works best for you. Normally I use the one from the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, but I couldn't find it. And so I'm using the one from this LA Girl. I think it's LA Colors. I don't think it's LA Girl. LA Colors contour palette to kind of lighten it up at the beginning to give it more of a natural looking eyebrow look. And then I go in with this bright serum concealer from Sephora, and I can't find my MAC paint pot that I normally use, so I'm using this concealer from Sephora to kind of neutralize my eyes a little bit before I start my eyeshadow look. And I just take a wedge and kind of buff it into the skin. I did prime my eyelids as well with the Fergie eyeshadow primer by Wet n Wild. I like it. It works extremely well for me. For the purpose of my eyeshadow looks, you can go with whatever you think will work for you. So that's all I'm doing, is buffing that concealer into my eye to kind of give it a good base to start with before you start the eyeshadow look. And it really does help especially if you're trying to do like a neutral eye, but any eye really, to get it started. It gives you an evenness, maybe that's what I should say, to me, before you start your eyeshadow blending. And I do take a little bit of the same, from that same LA Colors contour palette. I take the lighter shade in there and kind of blend it into the concealer to kind of set it, because you don't want that to move, and this actually will help the eyeshadow stay on all day. So I start off by taking, what is this color? It's out of the Stardust Vegas Nave palette from Too Faced. I take the Millenial color, and I'm using it as my first transition color, which is, I use it right below the brow bone to kind of start the process of being able to blend all the colors I'm going to use onto my eye for this eye look. And I know that right now I'm probably in Girls Night from that same, I think I'm in Girls Night. No, wait, I can't tell. I think I'm in Girls Night. If I flipped it around, I'm in Girls Nights from that same eyeshadow palette, which is just creating some depth. And then I take brown script from MAC to start to build that crease up a little bit more. I don't think I took Girls Night. If I did, I don't think I did, but I'm gonna have to go back and see. This is Brown Script by MAC, and I'm gonna use that to further define my crease. And I always kind of start over in the crease area and kind of drag the product into the inner part, just so that there's not a lot of color sitting into the inner part of my eye, because I don't have a lot of eye space to work with. I don't want it to look so dark and heavy over into the inner part of my eye. So which is, I kind of keep a product in the outer corner and then sweep it over. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay, so once I've gotten that done, I'm going to start with the Makeup Forever Artist Palette number 2. And I take that first bluish green and I start to build it from the outer corner as well. And I am going to leave this part kind of long, just so that you can see how long it takes to actually do an eye. Because it is time consuming to get everything blended in place like you need it. So I didn't speed through this part just so you can see that I start in the outer and I kind of go from each eye to kind of keep it even on both sides. And you just kind of want to check your work, and I still do drag it over, but as you can tell, I build from the outer and bring it to the inner. I don't place it directly on the inner with the colors once I start getting it closer to my lower part of the eye. So like I said, and I just kind of blend it into the other color that I placed down, which was Brown Script from MAC, which is a great transition color. So the transition colors just kind of help everything meld together, if that makes sense, instead of making it all one eye look. And so, yeah, I'm going to leave this part and let you guys see the amount of work it takes to kind of get those eye looks going. I don't know what I'm looking for right here. Okay, so I'm going to start the second part, which is that bluish teal color that's in that palette. And I am going to take a little bit of Urban Decay's. Oh no, my Milk Jumbo pencil from NYX broke as I was getting ready to try to use it to set that teal blue, and as you can tell, I had to kind of go ahead and do it and come back to it. But yeah, I placed a little bit of that NYX Milk jumbo pencil in white down to kind of make sure that I wanted this color to really pop on my eyelid. And you want to do that if you want something to really show up. And I really wanted to have that contrast between the other blue color that I did and this teal blue that I did, but I also wanted the color to kind of show true to what I see in the pan. So this is a good trick if you are having an issue with colors popping on your eyelid. Then go ahead and kind of layer a white base on the part where you want it to pop. So that's all I'm doing right now, is laying down more of that teal green color out of that Makeup Forever Artist 2 palette. And you can get that palette at Sephora. I do go back in from time to time with whatever color that's above that lower lid color, and kind of blend. Make sure you blend those two colors together. And then I take a little bit, because I wanted a little more definition in that outer corner. I took a little bit of the black out of that same Stardust palette, Sin City, and I'm just kind of concentrating it on the outer V of your eye, and that just creates a little bit more of a definition for you, kind of define that eye a little bit more, which I definitely need for my eyes. And I'm blending again. I'm actually going back in with the blending brush I started off with, which had that transition color on it, and there's no more color on the brush, but I'm just using it to blend everything at the top part together, so that every layer kind of is melted into each other rather. So that's all I was doing, was checking to make sure that that was okay. And before I finish my eye look, I always go in and start the process of priming my face, and that was the Makeup Forever mattifying primer. I put that on before I put my eyeliner on, just so that it can be sitting on my face and has a chance to kind of melt into my skin before I start my foundation routine. And if you're interested in seeing a tutorial on how I do my foundation, then leave me a comment below or thumbs up this video, and I will get that one up next. I just kind of wanted to take some time and show the time that it takes to get the eye looks done. You definitely, I was going out anyway, so this wasn't a look that I was trying to rush. So I was really kind of had a lot of time to play with it, and I kind of wanted to get it up and start to show you how I process getting a look done for my face. And I like kind of pretty colors on my eyes, so I'm okay with doing something a little loud. And I give you a kiss before I kind of start the eyeliner, which is of course out of focus. I actually left my Inglot gel eyeliner, so I'm using the Marc Jacobs gel liner, the retractable one that it's not retractable, I'm sorry, it's the Marc Jacobs gel liner pencil. I'm using that to kind of do my eyeliner look for that day. It's not my favorite thing. I would have preferred to have had my Inglot gel liner, because I like to use the Marc Jacobs in my waterline, but I had to kind of make it work for I was out of town, and when I filmed this look, I'm actually in the hotel room, so that's why you kind of see the bathroom behind me. But this actually had great lighting, so I was like, why not go ahead and film something, and hopefully it'll make sense. And that's what I'm doing, trying to use this thin pencil to create that eyeliner look. And I do extend it out a little bit past the eyeline into the little V part that I created, and then I just kind of smudged that out. I know you can't really tell because I'm out of focus, but I will take another kind of brush and smudge that in, so that that corner doesn't become too harsh looking. And normally this is where I use the Marc Jacobs gel pencil is right here, but and I'm showing you a little bit of that, and it creates a very thin line, which I like.